Welcome back, survivors! I'm the SurvivalVis, and we returned Carnivores Dinosaur Hunt. So last episode, we, set things up, there we go. Yeah, we set things up to be going after the Carnivores. We got to see a couple of them in a hunt, actually got one taken down. So we're moving on to the Great Forest at dusk, and I'm going to see how many dinosaurs we can actually get if we only choose the Parasaurs as an option. Like, I want to get us really stocked up on points because it's something that we haven't gotten for a little while. I guess might as well get all the upgrades there. Actually, hang on. Let me just change it back to non-lethal. Like, I do admit one of the differences between the non-lethal and lethal, well, the only difference really seems to be on a kill shot, you'll get the red on the ground instead of the usual tracks, but it doesn't really add anything else to the game. It's not like from a lethal shot, the dinosaurs might take more damage over time from a shot and go down. It's literally just that one small tweak, so it's something that could definitely be fleshed out with a few more differences between what the modes are, or something like that. But yeah, for this episode, we'll go in non-lethal, Parasaur Hunt, try for all that. Player upgrades, we actually do have a couple of things that should help us out. The Quiet Boots will probably be the next big one to try to go for. But considering we are only going to have a 2% loss for the double ammo, I think we can bag a lot of points on this hunt, because again, all we really need to do is hit the Parasaurs once, and they should go down. So let's just hop into this point grind hunt, and then we'll see what we want to do next. We'll also work at going after, I think, a few Ceratosaurus this week. Probably, depending on how long I stay out on this hunt, we might do them this episode or next episode. I'll have to see. It really does all depend on how quickly do points like oh, well. Speaking of points coming in, there's actually a Parasaur right over this way, I believe. It was up in the hills, kind of walking this direction, but I don't know if it would have been scared off with the little thing dropped in. And I kind of feel... I feel like my control, or my mouse sensitivity is a little high. Okay, let me try... No, see... Okay, I just saw something there for a moment. It was just the ambient animal. No, see, I've got that completely set to... Okay, almost 0. So this might be a little bit... Yeah, this feels a bit more smooth. Okay, so... wait, what was the range on that? Let me just get back and do the swing of things. Okay, so it's about 200. Oh, well, you're just going to perch yourself nice and pretty for me. Yeah, that's a hit, and should take it right down. I'm quite surprised. I thought we would have heard, like, the, it got taken down sound. I thought the Parasaurs, they were kind of fragile enough. All you need is the one hit, but I guess maybe you still have to keep it as, like, their vital zone hit for them to go down with the one. Okay, I don't know if that's the same one or not, but yeah, that was definitely a lethal. Or, well, I shouldn't say lethal, but that one took it down. Okay, so that is... No, that was the same one. Okay, so we only got 30, but that's because of the 2 shots. Oh. Okay, about 225, but it's right behind the rock. That's... might make it a little difficult. I don't know if it's gone to sleep or not. I do want to keep... Oh, there's another one. Yeah, see, now that you can modify the hunt so quickly... Let's try about there. No, maybe not. How about there? There we go. Now that you can modify the hunt so quick into, like, the game, it really does feel like it's super, super simple to just set things to grind up and get everything unlocked very quickly and easily. And another one didn't... I feel like they've changed the game up a little bit, because again, the crossbow... It could be I've been having bad aim with it. But I could have sworn that it was a little bit more powerful than this, especially with the upgrade that is equipped to it. Okay, that should be put down immediately. Yeah, see, that one went down, so... It is a bit strange. It'll probably... Maybe I should actually work at saving up for the sniper rifle, considering. Like, it's not too hard to line up and get these vital shots with the crossbow and Parasaurs, as long as they don't see us. But I'm surprised at how many of these shots we've been taking aren't the one-hit downs like they used to be. Maybe it's too curved, like how easy it could be. Then again, I think... Okay, it's not coming up on the radar as a downed animal. That should put that one down just a moment. Yeah, there she goes. Or there it goes. And then there's also a hypothesis, I don't know why I had such trouble trying to say that. I guess because first recording the day, the mouth, lips, tongue, nothing is warmed up to pronunciate properly. A hypothesis with, like, being able to modify the hunt as we do is that if you only have a DLC animal selected and no other dinosaurs, even if you set it down to scarce, there's still going to be a fair amount of them. And it seems like the game has almost like a minimum spawn threshold. So no matter how low you set the settings and do only one species, there's still going to be multiples of that dinosaur on the map. No, if it was kind of easier to read the pathing, I would have. No, it's still going, okay. Because I was going to say for a second there, it seemed like... Okay, well that was a hit, we'll see what happens. I don't know if maybe the effective... Maybe the effective range was changed too. I'll see if that has 2 shots in it or not when we go to collect the points. But it is getting kind of interesting. It's a few changes. Like, granted, this is... Oh, what time? Third go... It's at least a second go around for Carnivores Dinosaur Hunt for me. Oh. Okay, so that's about 100 out. Ah, shoot. It's kind of... There's almost like a delay on these animals, too. Like, the AI... It seems like it picks us up after... And then it runs off. Like, I was able to spot it, go low, and then it picked me up at that. Like, when I was going down low instead of immediately. So, I'm not sure if it's just, like, a little quirk of the programming to make it so that way you have a better chance at things or what, but I know compared to, like, my hunter stuff, Carnivores Dinosaur Hunt is more arcade hunter than hunting simulator. That's probably the big thing to take out of the game. And there's... I'm trying to think of how many different levels you could, like, have for the hunting genre, or, like, hunting games. There's definitely some hardcore simulators in that out there, like the Hunter Classic. And then you have some more arcade-ish ones where Call of the Wild is kind of like a between of them. Where I'm trying to think, Like, let's say this is an arcade hunter, because there's not really that much in the way of using cover and stuff like that for it. I'm surprised that didn't hit. But there's not too much like a cover system in this game. There's not so much tracking as much, and it's kind of light on the real systems hunting has to it. Whereas the Hunter Classic, it does have more realistic realism stuff you have to keep in mind, and cover, sound, etc. So Call of the Wild is kind of like a mix in between, because there are parts where it does take much more heavily from Hunter Classic, but there are others where it's more approachable and casual as well. I'm kind of curious on where Way of the Hunter is going to sit in the mix of things as well. Because it's, again, I'm not sure what it's... Oh, okay, so we got quite a few here. I think that should be an instant down. No? Weird. Okay, maybe it's a little too forward. Okay, that one's about around 150-ish. Okay, so both hit. Only one drop, but at least one did drop out of the two. Okay, so snag you, we'll go back for the other. And it does seem like choosing one species up to max density, or max spawn, you're going to have a lot of stuff you can go after. Like, I think I will look at trying to get the sniper rifle, because if I can one... You sneaking little bugger, you? How many... Ah, you're lucky I don't have 10 shots left. I would use one on that just to keep it away from us, but... Yeah, if I had a sniper rifle out here and was picking off or placing all the shots as properly as I should, we would easily grind up a huge amount of points. In fact, maybe once I'm out of ammo, we'll see how much time we got this episode, and I might even go out with a sniper rifle and just see how many we can take down. I want to save trophy hunting until after we have all points and options, because then I can start taking comment requests of setups and things. And then we'll go forward with that. But I did talk, maybe mention it a little bit on the Carnivores episode, but I could kind of see maybe using Mortal Zones more in a game like Carnivores, considering that you don't exactly have, like, calibers of weapon like you have from more proper hunting games. Like, to use the Hunter Classic or Call of the Wild, you have the 243, which is like your mid-game or medium-sized game. You can go up to 300, which is good for others. Carnivores, though, it's... in the past has had calibers, but for Dinosaur Hunt here, really doesn't. It's more like playstyle. I can't even say it's playstyle too much, because it is... I guess maybe it is a little bit playstyle, because like you stick to mid-range with the rifle. The crossbow, because of how powerful it used to be, and the silent part of it, you could do longer distance shots. Okay, so it is maybe playstyles changed up, but it's not so much like you feel you're packing that much of a difference in power with the three main weapons you can pick. So I think that is one of the things where the Mortal Zone changes might help. So Carnivores, maybe it has the Mortal Zone as more lungs and stomach area, because I think, like, with how they kind of are as the bull build, or the meat-eating bulls as their name kind of translates to, they might have a harder head that you don't want to aim for that. But maybe for, like, say, the Giganotosaurus, that one is more, like, larger around the eye spots. It is kind of a question of how you want to work it, so it's not just the same thing, but there's a little bit of variety, so it changes up the gameplay a bit. Not seeing anything else movement-wise since we came into the southern half of the map. Just hoping we get one or two more, because, I mean, I do have a lot of shots left in the crossbow. As long as I place them right, they can turn out to be probably another few hundred points. But yeah, I feel like I know Soaring Target commented that with being able to modify hunts and that, it feels like the pro license has no real use. I would probably say lock making the modifications behind unlocking the pro license. Make it so you have to have that as almost like your enabler to then set up and make your own specialized hunts. Just so that way it feels like there's still a general progression to the game that kind of plays out of. You see each of the maps, you slowly get the weapons and that, and you can't kind of do what I am with cheesing it here, where it's just choose the easiest to hunt animal, spam its numbers up to the max, and just go all out and just keep raking in rewards. Because it could kind of cheapen out the experience a little bit. Let's try about there. Yeah, there's another one down. As long as I generally aim for the lungs, I'm pretty consistent with that for majority of the animals. I think it really is only the Ankylosaurus that I have the problems with, because the armor seems to be something I cannot overcome. Or I'm more used to doing a lot of long shots, so I'm not close enough to really work at getting the undershot or the down to up that they require. Yeah, I hear you snoozing here. Let's pick you up and then keep... Oh, there's another one out there. That is 250-ish. That's... I'm going to have to get closer. Wasn't expecting it to lay down right there. Oh... Where was that now? Yeah, it's like, just because I went uphill, I kind of lost all my sighting for that. Oh, right there. See if I can even get to perfect 100, and that'll be nice easy to try taking it on. But the animals also feel like they don't have much in the way of behavior to them. God, you followed us all the way over here. Actually, I'm going to try and see about an eye shot. Because I don't know if all species will go down from that, or only a few. Oh, yeah, okay, it did go down. So the little loading tip is correct. If you go for eye shots, they will take down every animal if they connect. But yeah, the animal behavior does seem a little lacking. I don't really know. They don't seem that much to, like, go to sleep. Sometimes it sounds like the animals are eating, but I'm not sure if I've seen many animations of them actually doing such. I think the big thing that really comes off with Dinosaur Hunt is because we've seen everything a couple of times before now, there's this eagerness to see new, but I don't know if we will really see new. Again, it's in a weird spot right now with waiting for if anything is going to come and change with, like, DLC updates or that updates to the DLC. It's just gotta be patient and see how it goes along. I do have my kind of deal breaker idea where if they leave the DLC completely as is and try releasing more paid DLC, I'd probably have to say I'd be completely done with the game. Because then it doesn't feel like they're trying to kind of go through with a better Carnivores, but instead are just trying to tack on stuff. Like, if you don't fix what's already there, then you're just going to keep, like, leaning or breaking or buckling in spots. So again, I'm just going to be patient and give them time and see if they do anything and what comes next for it. I think there is a Parasaur lurking up there. This might eat... Yeah, this will probably be the last animal we'll go for. And then we'll see just how much we actually cashed in on for points. Because I think we only need 500 more. Because the crossbow costs 500, the sniper rifle will be 1,000, so we've already got half of that. And I have to imagine with how many Parasaurs we've taken down between all the 50s we've been seeing, I don't know if we'll have... Nope, there you are. Like, sometimes animals do look pretty nice in with the environments. I mean, usually I don't go for eye shots, but when it's going to present itself like this... Okay, headshot. Yeah, that went down. And you know what? Just because you're annoying. Boop. Oh! Did it always make a sound when the shot connected with it? Because, like, there was a little puff of dirt, and it sounded like this actually, like, connected with a hit on that. But I didn't think it did. Or, like, it didn't used to. Well, either way, let's grab ourselves this Parasaur. And we'll probably head back with this. I think 20 minutes for just this one species. More than enough for this episode and this hunt. Oh, almost right on top of us. Okay, let's get out of here and we'll check and see how much we got from everything we did. Only 438, but we did get another 1,000 trophy points, so those will probably open up some more maps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so new level opened up. If I take everything off... Oh, see, I'm still a bit shy. I mean, I could do that. I'm going to keep working with the crossbow. Oh, no, do that. Yeah, everything's bought. We'll definitely change up the spawn stuff for next episode. I think maybe we'll do defaults and see. Yeah, default hunt, so that we can try going for Triceratops to be mindful of Ceratosauruses. And then equipment-wise, I can get the last 2 of those, and I can hold on to those indefinitely. And then we'll just keep grinding and seeing what we do. And then how does it go? Okay, it's basically almost 1,000 for each of the next maps. There is a little bit of a jump there, but that's the last one. Okay, so we're not too badly off for things. We'll go back to Great Forest of Dusk next episode, try our luck there, and see how we do. But for now, we're going to end things off here. Thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of Carnivores Dinosaur Hunt. If you did like the video, be sure to give it a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure in the comments right down below. And until I do see you in the next video, survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.